Ian and Bernadette are a husband and wife team working with the RSPB as volunteers. They make their way to Rathlin Island on the ferry a few times a month to help with a very important part of the LIFE Raft project. This £4.5 million multi-partner project started in 2021 and has worked ever since to protect the seabirds on the island by removing non-native rats and ferrets, which predate the seabirds and their chicks here on Rathlin. One of the ways we've been able to detect these predators has been through the use of cameras, placed strategically all over the island. However, with limited data coverage, the RSPB must rely on the efforts of our dedicated volunteers to collect the images and maintain the cameras. This is a big job. Travelling by foot, Ian and Bernadette make their way up through the rugged landscape to locate each camera using an app on their phones which marks each location. Once found, they can start to retrieve the footage, but this is just the beginning of the process.
The first thing we do is check to make sure it turns on and the batteries are still good. Get the new SD card. And once that comes in, we just check the batteries again. They're still pointing the direction we want it to go. This camera obviously is trying to see if there's any rats moving about down in the rocks beside this building. And then we can enter the details into ArcGIS. That's our camera DE1. We put in the name of the card that we took out. Put in the number of images, 453, and then we send that. The camera now has a blue dot, and the blue dot means that we've visited that camera in the past 2 weeks. We can move on to the next camera. We collect about 120 cards every month. In a single month, 120 cameras. We could have as many as 400,000 images. The AI software splits up all of the images found containing an animal. To go through those manually would just be impossible. There are 185,000 images because this is half of May. Come back and check the results in a couple of days. And that's what we do every month. So let's have a look at last month's output. We've got maybe 15 cameras, roughly 7 or 8 images per camera. So the job of checking 400,000 plus images has been reduced to manual checking of roughly 100. So it's very much more manageable. So that is a shrew. That one is a bit blurry, it's 0.91 certain, and that one is 0.99, so it's certain that's a small mammal. What we do here is we're all about checking for and making sure that there are no rats and ferrets coming back onto the island, and helping to make sure that the island is a safe place for puffins and other seabirds to nest and breed in safety.